Do you want to burn your body fat without starving? And what if I told you eating more carbohydrates will help you to lose the fat if you do it in the right way? Hi, this is Sanju Kaliwala, your health strategist, and I help thousands of people to lose their body fat while still enjoying their favorite foods. And I see many people cut down carbohydrates, eat only salad, and struggle with the energy crashes to lose the body fat. But the secret is balancing the carbohydrates, fats, and proteins. So, do you want to know the perfect ratio of macros of your carbohydrates, proteins, and fats? Stay till the end of this video, because in the end of the video I came up with a sample of simple and actionable meal plan for you so that you can practice from today itself. So let me share my screen and let me show you what we are going to learn in this video. And here we go. So in today's video we are going to learn why carbohydrates, fats, proteins are essential for efficient fat loss, and we will also see the biggest mistake people make while trying to lose their body fat or weight, and the perfect ratio 60 is to 20 is to 20 macro balance for burning fat, and how you can design your meal plan as per these ratios. And there is also a easy practicable Indian meal plan so that you can start by today itself. So these are the things we are going to see in this video. So without wasting time, let's dive in the topic. Before moving further, let's understand the importance of balancing these macros. And for your kind information, protein, carbohydrates, fats, combinedly known as macros, which occupies the major part of your meal plan. And most of us think if you want to lose fat, or if you want to lose the body weight or burn the fat, we need to cut down any of this macro, or we need to start eating any of this macro in more quantity. For example, many of us will cut down the carbohydrates and fats, and they will start eating more and more protein, thinking it's going to help them to lose the fat or body weight. But it's completely wrong approach. You need all these three macros in a appropriate portion to stay healthy and fit for a longer time, because this all three has their own functions to perform in our body. Let's understand why it becomes important to balance them actually. So if you have a completely balanced macros in your plate, if you're eating completely balanced plate of meal, it's going to fuel your metabolism. Metabolism is a place where an energy exchange takes place, in a simple language. So if you have a good metabolism, obviously it's very hard to gain the weight or unnecessary body fat, and it will also prevent energy crashes. If you notice, sometimes if you fast for a longer time, if you don't eat carbohydrates or for a longer time, you will feel energy crashes. To avoid this thing, you need to balance all three macros and have a proper meal plan. And they will also support muscle growth and fat loss. Obviously, if you are having a good amount of macros in your plate, they will help you to grow the muscles if you are combining with good strength training. At the same time, if you are having a good muscle growth, you will be seeing the fat loss. The opposite side will be losing the fat, and it will also keep you away from any kind of cravings. The main reason of craving is eating imbalanced plate or imbalanced macros. Once you balance your macros intake, you will be staying away from any kind of cravings for junk food, craving for sweets, whatever it can be. Now let's understand the role of each and every macro separately and what the portion size it has to be in your plate. Here we start with carbohydrates, because many of us first target carbohydrates to see the weight loss or fat loss. They will think carbohydrates are the main culprit to gain the weight or fat, which is not completely true. Actually, only carbohydrates are not the culprit. The type of carbohydrates and the time of carbohydrates you are eating plays a key role. So instead of treating them enemy, you need to make them as your friends, because having appropriate amount of carbohydrates will help you to keep the energy flowing in your body. So Anywhere between 60% of the plate has to be contained with carbohydrates because they are the major source of energy. Your body relies on carbohydrates whenever it wants energy. For example, where you will get the good carbohydrates or complex carbohydrates, you can find in whole grains, whole wheat rotis, or brown rice, millets, multigrains, vegetables, fruits, legumes, lentils. These all are good sources of carbohydrates. Sweet potatoes. You can include such kind of carbohydrates in your plate to balance your plate and to see the energy. And coming to the second macro, it's a protein. Protein is the most misunderstood macro in our meal. Many people have their own theories regarding the protein intake. Few will say higher protein will damage the kidneys. Few will say you shouldn't have the protein at all to stay healthy and fit. So everyone has their own theories, but anywhere between 20 to 30% of your total calories has to come from protein. Protein has so many functions to do in our body. I took few of them, just two of them. It's muscle growth and satiety, keep you full for a longer time. Apart from that, it has many other functions also. For example, where you will find the protein, if you are a non-vegetarian, the best source of proteins are eggs, chicken, fish, meats, any kind of meat. If you are a vegetarian, you can find protein in soy, paneer, Greek yogurt, or any dairy product. If you are not taking protein from any of these sources, vegetarian sources or non-vegetarian sources, supplementation is the best thing you can do for yourself. Don't fall in the trap of misunderstanding the supplements. Okay, you can have supplements if you're not getting the appropriate protein, the required protein. And coming to the third macro, fats. This is also most misunderstood macro of our meal. Most of us think to cut down the body fat, we need to cut down the fats from our meals. Even I did this mistake long back when I didn't have the proper knowledge of nutrition. But it's not a good plan. It's going to again imbalance your plate, and we don't need imbalancing our plate to see the long lasting results. So anywhere between 20 to 25% of your total calories can come from fat. And coming to fat, what kind of fat you are eating is much more important than how much fat you are eating on a daily basis. Means always try to add good fats in your meal plan, and you will get good fats from nuts, seeds, nuts like almonds, walnuts, flax seeds, or pistachios, few cashews. All these nuts are good sources of good fat, or olive oils, even cow ghee or avocado. So these all are good sources of good fat. So you can add such kind of foods in your meal, and you can avoid processed food, fried foods, or packed foods which contains hidden saturated fat, which will lead to several health complications. So this was about the role of each and every macro in your body. Now you can decide whether you need to balance the macro or you need to cut down any kind of macros. Now let's understand few mistakes people make while trying to lose the body fat or body weight. In the first one is cutting down the carbohydrates too much. So this will lead them to energy crashes. Obviously, if you don't take the carbohydrates, you will feel low energy. So instead of that, try to add good carbohydrates. Examples already I shared, but again you can write down good carbohydrates like whole wheat rotis, millets, legumes, lentils, vegetables, fruits. These kind of carbohydrates will help you to stay energetic for a little bit longer time. And second thing, they will think protein is healthy and start eating more and more protein. But this is also not the right approach, and they will also cut down the fats. You have to keep in mind that protein also having calories, 4 calories per gram of protein. So if you are replacing carbohydrates with more and more protein, obviously you are replacing the calories. That's all. And cutting down fats may lead to so many health complications because fats are important for hormonal function and your brain function. And third mistake many of us do is skipping the meals. Many of us think starving is going to help you out in burning the body fat or losing the body weight. This is also completely wrong approach because starving or skipping the meals can lead to low metabolism. Again, low metabolism is equal to more fat storage, and it will also lead you to binge eating. The more you starve, the more you will attract, or the more it will trigger to the cravings for junk foods or sweets. So it can lead to cravings or binge eating. So instead of starving or skipping the meals, focus on eating balanced meals throughout the day so that your metabolism can keep on working and you can see the fat loss or weight loss. Last mistake people do is relying on the processed foods, whatever the reason can be. Few people will rely more and more on processed foods. Instead of relying on processed foods, focus on eating natural foods or homemade foods. Always try to eat homemade food so that you are eating clean and proper balanced meals. These were the few mistakes many of us make while trying to lose our body fat or to when we are trying to lose our body weight. So cross check yourself and see whether you are doing any of this. If you are doing any of these mistakes, immediately correct yourself and follow the appropriate balanced macro meal plan to see the long lasting results. Because I want to treat fitness as a part of your lifestyle and treat it as a journey, not a short term achievement or not a short term success. To see that, you need to rely on balanced meal which you can sustain for the years. Now let's see the next point. I came up with a sample meal plan, sample Indian meal plan to show you how your balanced meal has to be. And again, this is a just a sample meal plan. It's not a proper diet plan. You can take this as a sample, as an example, and you can plan your diet plan as per your calories requirement. So let's check out. So here I divided the whole day into 5 meals: breakfast, lunch, snack, dinner, and before bed snack. And your breakfast has to be completely balanced. If you are a North Indian, you can add roti, paneer burji plus chutney. And if you are a South Indian, instead of roti, you can add 2 to 3 idlis or oilless dosa, and again paneer burji and chutney if you are a vegetarian. If you are non-vegetarian, you can keep the carbohydrate sources roti or idli or dosa. In the paneer place of paneer burji, you can add egg omelets, 3 to 4 eggs omelets, and you can keep the chutney also for your fats. And coming to the lunch, you can go for brown rice or white rice plus dal plus sabji plus curd if you are a vegetarian. If you are a non-vegetarian, you can add brown rice along with chicken or eggs plus sabji, green vegetables, curd, optional if you want. You can go. If you don't want, you can completely avoid that. And coming to the snack, it can be any fruit plus nuts. Most of the people eat only fruit, but better to add few nuts along with the fruit to get the healthy fats also. So you can add banana or apple along with almonds or walnuts or even mixed nuts. And dinner can be like this. It can be roti plus soya chunk curry plus salad if you are a vegetarian. If you are a non-vegetarian, you can go for roti plus any meat, chicken, fish or anything plus salad. And before bed, it can be same for both vegetarian and non-vegetarian. It can be a warm turmeric milk because milk has casein, which is a slow digestive protein which will help you to feel fuller whole night, which will avoid the energy crashes in the early morning. So you can plan your diet in this way as per this sample meal. Now let's dive in the next point and let's see how we can make this 60 is to 20 is to 20 formula to work efficiently. And 60 is to 20 is to 20 is, as per studies, a standard ratio of macros. It can be changed by person to person and depending upon your needs. So to make this formula working for you, these are the steps you can follow. Eat every 3 to 4 hours. As like the sample meal, you can divide your whole day into 5 meals. One big meal, one snack, one big meal, one snack as per your calories requirement so that your metabolism can be working and you can see more and more fat burning. And use food trackers. Always track your food so that you can understand what you are putting inside. And drinking 3 to 4 liters of water per day is going to help you out definitely, because water is also one of the crucial macro of your meal plan. And include strength training and daily movements. Adding strength training at least 2 to 3 days per week is definitely going to help you out in burning the fat effortlessly. And sleeping for 7 to 8 hours. Taking 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep will show a magical effect. It will help to balance your hormones, it will help to boost your metabolism. By all these effects, you will also see the fat loss. So this was all about this video. Now you know why protein, carbohydrates, fats are important. They what the crucial role they play in our body. You know how to divide them in 60 is to 20 is to 20 formula. No, it's up to you to take the action. Just avoid yourself falling in the trap of fancy diets or trending diets or extreme diets. Just make the things simple. Just balance your plate with these ratios and you will see results coming to you. And if you want to learn more and more techniques like this, there is a link in my description. You can click on the link and be a part of my free 90 minutes webinar where I will teach you a unique IIFM smart method which will help you to stay fitter and stronger for a longer time. And as you stay till the end of this video, there is a free gift for you. The whole sample plan is in PDF in the description. You can click on the link of the PDF and you can download the PDF and you can keep it as a reference and you can plan your own diet as per your caloric requirement. So if you like this video, please do share with your friends and leave a comment if it helped you. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more practical videos like this in future. So this is Sanju Kaliwala signing off. See you in the next video. Till that time, stay healthy, stay fit, stay natural. Bye.